A pleasant Tuesday morning to you. Welcome once again to Untengle on the Bridge 99 FM. A very special morning to you, Richie B, and the Up and Go crew. You all have yourselves a wonderful day. And a very special morning to the Untangle crew as we do this.
It's Irie Jam Radio 93.5 FM. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for joining me. It is Tuesday, the second day of August. So let's make that connection to the Bridge 99 FM and join the Queen Mother, Mama Elise Kelly, for what we call Untengle.
Are you questioning the name of my program? What we call? You can't just say for Untangle for what she.
Yeah.
You really want to say for what she call?
Time for it Untangle.
There you go.
Oh man.
Well,
how you doing, Mama Kelly?
I am very well, thanks.
I go on easy, I go on Walla Vibe. The song you heard me just playing is an artist from this side, Mama Kelly. That is the brother of Jam Mason.
Really?
He goes by the name of I Truja. Yeah, someone who has told me to heal you up a couple of times. You know, I think I've told you once before, but that's his brother, I Truja.
Okay.
He's on this side right here in my vicinity, you know, and he's an artist that I'm working with. So he has some very good music out there. So, you know, I'm giving him some promotion.
Nice.
Good artist.
Jam Mason
artist.
is a great artist. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So great. So look here. On a celebrating independence over your side, you seeing the Jamaican flag a fly and all this thing? Oh, great.
Oh, you mean, Mama Kelly?
Wonderful.
Yeah, man, big celebration. Whole heap of celebration going on. Matter of fact, you know, yesterday was Emancipation in Jamaica. So on this side, we also celebrated Emancipation Day all day yesterday. We started off over the weekend with the Jerk Fest. You know, the Grace Jamaican Jerk Fest returned to Queens, New York after its hiatus for the last couple of years. And it was actually the 10th anniversary. So it was a very good turnout, to say the least. Got to send a big respect going out to Grace, to VP Records, and to Western Union for putting on a wonderful event. You know, the people have been missing things like this for the past couple of years. So it was great to see the families out again, the kids out. You know, just the food in the park and everybody having fun, everybody enjoying themselves. The artist that performed, when I got there, I saw Nadine Sutherland was on stage performing.
Oh, is that show? Yes. And Leroy Sibbles was on the show?
No, Leroy Sibbles was not on this show.
Okay,
no.
a different show.
This was the the Grace Jamaican Jerk Festival. Nadine Sutherland was performing, then Lali touched the stage. He also had Spragga Benz as a special guest with him. So Spragga Benz was a surprise act for the audience, and that was a good look. Then Leela Ike performed. You know, it was great to see her in the park, and you know, just for those people who never ever seen Leela Ike perform before, got a chance to see her in that setting.
How was she?
You know, she was great. She was great. Yeah, man.
Excellent.
And then Protege touched the stage.
Nice.
I'm sure his mom would be proud, Miss Lana Bennett. You know, he did a wonderful job as well. Big up to Protege and the whole team. Then it was time for Chris Martin and Romaine Virgo to close out the show.
Nice
and
line
they
up.
did a wonderful performance. Yeah, man.
Nice.
It was great. Even Sky Juice passed through as well. You know, Sky Juice put on Theme Entertainment, Rolling Belly and all of them something. So, you know, the people was definitely enjoying that. And speaking of in our colors, Mama Kelly, it was nice to see the flags once again waving in the park. You know, something that we were used to each and every year right here in New York City before, you know, the COVID-19. It was great to see those flags once again.
Yeah, man. We're just talking about the national anthem. One of our listeners was saying that, you know, we're not singing the national anthems in schools anymore. And just, you know, I remember in school, in primary school, you know, although we used to be children, I said Jamaica, boom, Jamaica,
devotion.
Boom. Yes. We used to say, and we used to raise the flag and all these wonderful things. You know, somebody sent me a picture. You know, and I'm not sure how authentic it is, but if it is, it's wonderful. It's France's Eiffel Tower in Jamaican colors to celebrate its 60th independence. And that is just so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, that show that I'm talking about is going to be in South Florida this Sunday. I just got that a while ago, so it's a different show. So we've been talking festival all day on this program, and I want to ask you this, Beauregard. What are your fondest memories of festival when you were in Jamaica?
It was always the music, Mama Kelly. always the music. The festival songs was always a major part of the festival season. You know, one of my favorite songs as a child was The Floater Come. I believe that was Tinga Stewart, The Floater Come. If you remember that,
No,
if you
sir.
remember that
No,
song, Mama
sir.
K. I don't know if it was a winner. I don't know
Oh.
if it was a winner at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was a winner, but it was one of the songs in the competition at the time. Back in the late 80s.
Okay.
You know, so yeah. That
One of
was
the
one
things
my-
that we're
and
saying.
the fact that Tinga Stewart had lived up the road from me on the same street, Mama Kelly, was one of the reasons why that song also stood out.
Okay. Well, the Tinga
Yeah,
Stewart that we played
Port
this
View
morning
Avenue.
was play the music. That's Tinga Stewart. Play the
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
You know, as you talk about, you're not sure if that song won. One of the things that we were chatting about, just the Untengle team, we were saying that there were certain songs that did not win. And actually, Sajay was saying that perhaps we need to put a catalog together of popular songs that didn't win. And you know, Chiquitita
Yes.
would have definitely in a that.
Yeah,
You
man,
know Chiquitita, right?
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
Mama Kelly.
God have mercy.
Oh, Chiquitita.
But you know, as we talk about Chiquitita, I was listening to I was telling everybody this morning that I have a festival song CD, and I think it's from '66 to 2000. And
Right.
you know, it's just interesting to see, you know, the journey that the music took. Because you said I see him something they went something with the voice, they went something, I think I stand there the turbines, me no sure who. But it featured whole heap in the Jamaica Festival finalists, you know, and it just bring back so many good memories.
Yes, it was always the music, Mama Kelly, for me. You know, so many great songs over the years. You know, as we approach our 60th, many of those songs that didn't win, as you said, were great songs also. So we have to big up all the artists who, you know, participate, take their time to put a song together to represent the country and talk about our island. You know, big up all of the contestants over the last. How many years the festival has been going on? 50
It
something?
started '66. The songs, the festival song competition started
Yes,
with Bam
yes.
Bam in '66. But you know, even people who are not in my generation, even people who are in your generation and younger, still know the old time festival songs, and the more recent ones, not so much.
True.
So I'm wondering
I
what
mean-
we're doing differently.
I don't know. I've heard people say that they like the sound of how the original festival songs used to sound. You hear some of that in today's in majority of today's festival songs, but then there are some of them that sounds like the sound has changed from what a festival song used to sound like.
But then,
I don't know if you have heard any of that.
I've heard that.
Not maybe not the lyrics, Mama Kelly, but more the sound of the instruments that is put into the rhythm. You know, it's sort of, some of the songs it doesn't sound festivalish.
I hear you, and a lot of people say that. But did Cherry O Baby sound festivalish?
Well, it was
No.
one of the winner. It was one of the pioneer songs.
It won.
So it's.
But it wasn't a
it's-
typical
it's-
festival song.
No.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't a song about Jamaica,
No.
but it was a fest. No.
It
no,
wasn't
but
typical.
the sound. The sound.
Yeah,
the sound
yeah,
was
the
the
sound.
same.
That's what it is, Beauregard, the sound.
Yes.
You know, because that's what I've been noticing. Because listening to that festival from '66 to 2000, we see where the genre changes. Because remember, there was a time when Roy Ryan came in with Pure Revival and it changed the sound, it changed the genre. But as you say,
I know festival has been jump up. You know, make you move. Yeah, man.
Yes. So the sound and the energy they've all been the same, although the genre might be different. But I don't know what it really is. We need to probably investigate and ask some, you know, a musicologist to help us analyze what is the difference between the songs that we used to play then and the songs that were the festival songs that we're getting now, and why them just not, you know. Them not
Connect.
No, we don't think so. We don't
Alright.
remember them. We don't remember them.
Okay, it's true, Mama Kelly. You know, for the past couple of years, well, one of the songs that stood out to me in recent times is Buja's festival song.
Yes, that's true.
That has stood out to me in the last 2 years. It's something that we don't wait on festival to even play that.
Right, I agree with that.
It's one of them songs that we play regardless. I'm a Jamaican. I play it all the time here on the air.
Yeah, man. In fact, I plan to play it Thursday as part of the celebration. But okay, fine, that Buju song. But then it's Buju, you know what I mean? But I don't know. That's another thing too, Beauregard. Back in the day, the festive. I remember when Buju won, people were saying that boy, them divert from the normal people to people who ain't popular. But back
already
in the
established, yeah.
Yeah, but back in the day, the people who were winning festival songs were highly established too. Toots and the Maytals, Desmond Deck and the Aces, they were highly established. And perhaps I'm not
saying
Stanley and the that's what Stanley and the Turbines have a little sound. So
Eric Donaldson.
But Eric Donaldson, one of my favorite festival songs is "Land of My Birth" from Eric Donaldson.
True indeed. One of the most popular ones.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the land. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Cherry Baby too.
Yes. What a bam bam.
What a bam bam we played this morning. So Eric Donaldson have a shop in the district where he come from. You can't when we used to that is when we never did take the toll. But you bypass it on the toll. But when you don't take the toll, come from Linstead way there, you see all the big Cherry Baby sign, and that sell the shop, boy. Sell the shop.
Memorabilia's. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real. Big up yourself, Eric Donaldson.
True. Mama, as we speak about Jamaica, I want to send our best of luck and wishes out to our athletes. Our senior team, they are in Birmingham, UK for the Commonwealth Games, and the under-20 juniors are in Cali, Colombia for the World Under-20 meet. And we continue to make us proud, so we continue to support them no matter what.
Absolutely.
And hope that they bring home some early gifts for the 60th.
Absolutely. And there's just so many reasons for us to be a proud nation,
True indeed.
As we celebrate our 60th. Yep. Well, we're supposed to be having an interview with Addis. I don't see him yet, so it means that we can talk a little longer.
Yeah, man.
Go
no
on,
problem. Well, let's come on this side for a second, Mama Kelly.
All right.
They had told us that they have speed cameras here in New York City. These speed cameras were installed to keep people from going over the 25 miles per hour that they set here in the city, because of a lot of accidents that have been taking place, and on some streets, kids, and you have people such as deaf people and things of that nature who live on streets, and also you have people who do hit and runs, and they just keep going. So they came up with the idea of speed cameras here in New York City, and now they will be operating 24 hours a day. So they're saying slow down, drive 25 miles per hour, or you will be ticketed. And right now there are about 2,000 speed cameras all over the place, and most of those cameras are in our neighborhoods. So I'm just letting our brothers and sisters know to take them time out there on the streets, so you don't have to pay some of these unnecessary monies to the city.
But speed cameras is not a new phenomenon in the States, is it? Because I've always been...
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Because
it's not, but it's the 25 mile per hour all across the city that they implemented.
Oh, okay. Because if you break a stoplight from way back, if you break a stoplight, you have a nice little message I get to your yard. Even though nobody never stop you. No, for real. Me know that about which part of the day.
Red light cameras, they have those.
All right, we're going to take a break, and then we will come back. Remember what you're saying, all right?
Yes, Mama.
All right, cool. What you were saying before the break. You remember?
Okay, we were talking about the speed cameras, weren't we? Yes, and I was saying that they're all across the state of New York. I can't speak for Connecticut or New Jersey. I don't know about that right now. But yesterday, they turned on all those cameras. They will be on 24 hours a day. They are $50 each. And, most of those cameras are in our neighborhood. So, we're
when you say in our neighborhood, what you mean?
In the black community.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
Yes.
Because you guys have a way of speaking that may not be familiar with us. Because in our neighborhood here in Jamaica, it's in our neighborhood. So the black community. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And you know. So people just be aware.
So why is it in one only black people speed over there?
No, not necessarily, Mama Kelly, but you know, we're always targeted and the first for them to try out things and to milk our community and to get as much money out of us, which is what keeps some of our communities from, you know, progressing. You know, people don't really have unnecessary money to be spending, paying unnecessary tickets, and when they put these things in other communities, there are protests and town hall meetings, and people get a chance to voice their opinions and say whether they want it or not. And you know, we don't get the same options.
My goodness. Whew. You know, I found this news item to be very interesting. It says, Newsmaker, another pandemic, local businesses struggle to find staff. Now, here in Jamaica, I'm not quite sure. I'm almost sure you're having the same problem where you are. But, you know, it's not unusual now since COVID and or since the place has loosened up a bit to find chain stores, you know, big companies, you know, saying that they want people to work and join our team and that kind of thing. And the news here now is that it says that the businesses in Jamaica are struggling to fill job vacancies, and this is largely due to the unwillingness of workers to return to jobs they lost at the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic for the same levels of compensation. And I'm finding this interesting because I think it's a worldwide phenomenon. It's as though, okay, you have this pandemic, you tell people to stay in them yard and them not to come out, then get used to it, they know. And them also get used to finding other ways of earning. And
Exactly.
yes, and it's a wonderful thing. So I'm just hoping that in the same way that this is turning around, I'm hoping that other areas, like even the area where you just talked about a while ago, will turn around too. Because if you target a certain race of people in a community because you predict that them are gonna behave a certain way, I want it for don't make any sense very soon. And this is one of the things that don't make no sense now. So you figure say now people are gonna run come to your place because they not work for so long you can pay them anything now. The people them don't want to work. You know?
True, Mama Kelly. You know, the pandemic was an eye-opening situation for a lot of people, and it gave people a chance and opportunity to really look into themselves and to explore other things, you know, and to see other ways and means in which they can survive and to support their families. And that's what a lot of people did. You know, you find a lot more people became business owners and entrepreneurs during the pandemic, and now they are not willing to, you know, work for anybody per se. They're their own bosses now, and they're making their own money, they're setting their own time. So people are more happier with that and more comfortable with that.
That's
You know,
right.
so that is what they're doing now actually. And
Yep.
speaking of jobs and businesses, Mama Kelly, August is recognized as National Black Owned Business Month. You know, so we're saying to please support our black businesses this month and
Yes.
throughout the entire year.
Absolutely. To me, I mean, I know that it is being put up as a worrying situation, but in my mind, it's a wonderful situation. As people, you see a little more from now, when I was reading this, and I know that it's a worldwide thing happening here now, the elite's going to have to start to learn to clean them own bathroom and all these things. Yes, as people are not as willing anymore for walk back on and clean up back on. So wifey, rich, nice, long fingernail wifey. Where I forget down and dirty. Yeah.
I need some dumplings.
Yeah,
properly.
don't round here. Round a long time in the do office them thing they happen. So Mr. Elite and Mrs. Elite, yeah man, go Google how to clean your bathroom. Google. Google. Yeah man. A long time them thing they happen. And a lot of things that these whoever the minority that control the world predicting. Me always I say, why we behaving as though these people run the world? Run what kind of world? When them don't even know what's going to happen when we finish talk to you. Them don't know. And it is clear by the occurrences here now that what you thought or what you think is going to happen, the opposite may happen. You don't know. And we as the majority need to stop giving these people all of this power. Is we give them the power, them not have it in a week, I can go give them.
The people is always the power.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
The people them control the power.
Me say
But
any
until we
day.
realize that,
All
the
right.
majority is always going to let the minority control them
Me just a
until
go
the
say so.
majority realizes that. Yeah.
Me just a go say any day the majority realize that them harnessing our energy because them don't have any authentic energy for themselves. Any day them realize that we realize that. Trust me, you talk about bolt, I run them runway. Bro, a long time I want to see them thing, you
Well,
know. Yeah.
you know, Mama Kelly, there's another story that I also want to touch on, and this one is happened in Jamaica actually, and it has to do with, a show that took place in St. Thomas, and I believe Bounty Killer was there, and there's a video circulating on social media where Bounty Killer went on stage and he basically said to the officers, the peace officers that were there, I guess they were trying to shut off the show, and Bounty Killer was saying to them, why on cannot work together? Why can't we work together? Instead of mashing up poor people show, on always giving poor people a fight, being that the show was being terminated at an earlier time. So it was, a lot of people are saying, well, let me finish telling you how Bounty Killer situation went. So Bounty Killer basically was talking to the police officers, and he's saying that why are you turning off the show and I can't work with poor people and always I give them a fight? It is on the eve of a national holiday, a public holiday. No need to shut off the show so early. And then he basically said something to the police officers, said the last time he was there and I tried to lock me up for bad word. And then he said something to the officers basically saying that go find something else do, but not in that way. Not in that way. And then he walked off the stage, and as he was going off the stage, an officer grabbed on his hand, and then as soon as the officer did that, the people then basically rushed down and was protecting Bounty Killer, saying, why are you holding on to Bounty Killer, like, if he can't speak his mind or say what he wants to say as a grown man, why
why
you want
were
to
they
lock him up?
holding on to him?
He said a profanity on the microphone, and I don't know if they took offense or whatever to that, but that's the last thing he said, and got off the stage.
Yeah, but if
And
you're
they
going to
tried
charge
to
somebody
run.
for cuss bad word, you don't have to hang on upon them. You just charge them. We are hang on upon
So,
them for.
from the looks of it, people have Bounty Killer as poor people defender, and poor people govern, and those people in that park weren't going to have it. You couldn't touch Bounty Killer right there. So.
No, but I don't like say the people them did wrong. Me no see which part them did wrong. Because if first of all the law the archaic, that them they like what name bad word.
Yeah, exactly. And to be telling a grown person out what to say,
What
out
we
of
say
their
and
own
how
mouth,
to speak.
Yeah, it's just.
All them laws they, as we are celebrate 60 and we can't even, you know what Jamaica people, because you have some people that feel like it is ungodly because a bad word them, It's not ungodly if you come out of the culture, If you go at Timbuktu and cuss it, but the ungodly again, because they don't even know what you just say. So it's just stupid.
I do understand where a preference can come in, as if a promoter or of an event asks you to, kindly not use any profanity because of the audience or kids or whatever.
Yes.
But when you make up a law for the whole country, and
Exactly.
say you cannot even say it in publicly, talking to someone who represents the police or the soldiers, and you say it to them, they take offense to it. That's just ridiculous.
It don't make any
words.
sense.
And that should never be a law. It shouldn't be a case in Jamaica. That's just
agree.
these are the things that hold us back, Mama Kelly.
There's songs that we can't play here in Jamaica because of quote unquote bad word. I play every day in Europe because it don't mean nothing to them. So what is bad word? I understand, as you said, if you're being unkind or if you're being rude or if you're saying things about somebody's mother or what. I mean, I say if you charge them for that, I'm just saying I understand that those words are unkind, but to say that all our little choice one them we put together no mean nothing, not that thing it no mean more than it's just classist, because certain people use these. I don't want to tell you say no special class no use them word again, everybody use them word in Jamaica, and it's powerful words too. Sometimes there's no replacement for these words.
True,
the English
indeed.
language.
And we very creative.
Very. And wherever we have all Peter touch him kind all some of them but put all three back of one another. When if you get him really bringle. Yeah.
But you know, Mama, out of all of this, the question comes up again. How many Jamaicas is there? How much Jamaica we are living at down there? Is it one Jamaica or two different Jamaica?
About three, you
Because
know.
people are saying that just last week, you know, they saw a big event went until sunrise. You know, and then the following week now, you know, Jamaica's emancipation and Jamaica's independence coming up, and you know, the people are out enjoying themselves, and show terminate before 12 o'clock.
You see, things like those, Beauregard, that's why, you know, in my mind, the kind of peace that we want to have amongst each other can't happen if you have them kind of discrepancies, if you have them kind of, double standards, and it's not going to happen, because the people who on them boats or on them ship till whenever hour them want to, the people who go into some of the shows and watching the fact that them can at this man show to as long as them want, you think it going unnoticed? Because them same wanna keep short and them can't do that enough for them own a show, so them must ask why.
Right.
And these are the reasons that we're having issues amongst our one another. You know?
And people are now asking, you know, is there a different channel to go through to get extra time or something of that nature? They just don't understand it, you know.
Sure. You know, there are some people sure we can keep all in a pandemic, you know, because them just have the right way. Yes. And we wonder who them think them fooling. I mean, we think you're fooling. The same people who are going to your event, them stand up there and notice, no police no harass them. Them can cause any little bad word, them can just do it in an uptown voice. And them good to go. Look at all the carnival and the kind of liberties that the people who put on carnival. It's fun. I don't have a problem with carnival by itself. But we're just talking about the kind of liberties that the promoters of carnival shows put on. We don't have that here in Jamaica with our reggae shows. That's total difference. Why?
Mm-hmm.
The winding up and the carrying on, because you see some of them same people on the street winding up all upon police. You think one of them dancehall girl could have get grab on one of them police and say them a wind up on police? You want to see the police smile when the brown girl wind up on them? It bored me, you see, man. Sure.
We laugh, Mama Kelly, but it's a serious thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's a serious thing. The double standard have to stop. Like, you know, all Jamaicans are Jamaicans, and treat each Jamaican the same.
One more story that I find very interesting, Beauregard, as Babylon tried to predict how we going, predict what them don't know nothing about. And as we watch carefully to know, so them don't run nothing. Look at this now. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the nation's declining birth rate could have an adverse impact on the development of various sectors of the country, including its labor force and overall competitive. A slave them a look. No, because one people say breed, and then a set of people no. But you see what is happening is But here what now? As me say, the kind of people them who would have wash your bathroom, not getting pregnant to that again. So for them daughter can't come in the house, your daughter going to have to do it. Your daughter going to have to learn to clean her house. Mm-hmm.
What sectors is being affected, Mama Kelly, or is projected to be affected?
Labor force and the labor force. Mm-hmm. Various sectors of the country, including its labor force. But you see, them never figure out say with all of what them a do, all of the because it's so obvious that there's a population control agenda. So it working, no? So now that it's working, you have a problem with the fact that it's not working, it's working. What did it want? So I tell you the honest truth, when you see a pregnant woman now, it's like you kind of stop and say, safe delivery, what you have, it's like she's just so special. But I thought that's what they wanted. No? No, you hear say it affect with labor force. Me tell you again, say you see a lot of what they thought they had control over and the effect of it and how they thought it would, if affect the nation or affect the population or affect the workforce is not that. That is not the effect anymore. So poor people them now have as much picnic anymore. So it affect on the cheap labor.
True indeed.
And that a go on.
And how many years ahead are they projecting this, Mama Kelly? Because if they're expecting women to have kids now to build up the workforce, how many years are they projecting?
Tufton made the declaration while speaking, wherever I did I speak, at the Mandeville Regional Hospital's baby-friendly. I never even know so you have this a baby-friendly accreditation thing. In expressing concern about a decline in Jamaica's birth rate, the minister revealed that on average each Jamaican mother is having less than 2 children. Me think of that only did one. Me think of 2.5 picnic only did one we have. No, we're having less than 2. What do you really want? So what is
so did he offer some incentive as to how these mothers would take care of these children? And all
good question. Because the people them not having as
somebody have to. Yeah, they have to be able to take care of these kids up until they are able to work at a particular age.
You know why the people them not having as many children? Because they cannot afford it. I thought he knew that. I thought he knew that it was so difficult to live. It is so difficult to live on planet Earth now that most people don't want to suffer their generations to come. And that is why a lot of people are not having a lot of children anymore. I'm not get that.
True.
Look here, them tell us we take a break, but watch this now. Me love how it a ricochet upon them. So all of the preparations for planning, family planning, and all, it working. What do you want? Slave them a look.
Them lucky.
If what? Call center. They want more people to work there, so and bungle up some next little place. And the people them who for picnic with that did bungle up there, so they not have that anymore. And them people they now having 1 or 2 children and saving them money for carry to make them go to university and for make sure so they get proper education. So they not bungle up in there in the bathroom and wash it out anymore. Anyway, we're going to have to leave now, We're going to have to take a commercial break before they start we sue me.
All right, we'll soon come.
So, Beauregard, you asked what are the strategies. It says, you there, Beauregard?
Yes, Mama Kelly.
Concerning the strategies needed to increase the birth rate locally, the minister said while he was not advocating for, and in quotations, everybody to go out there, go get pregnant. The country's birth rate needs to be back on track. So who we want to breed?
That one, no. And them question them want answer.
Yeah, like who you prefer to breed?
Who for breed? Who for do it? Who for do this?
Who? No.
How these kids are going to be taken care of?
Yeah, because the people them.
Do we have a stipend that they're gonna get monthly? What's going on?
We need that kind of prompting in order to get back on track. So anyway, this is a quotation. So that those who choose to have children do so in a manner that is safe for themselves. At one point, he was talking about the fact that we are actually losing babies. A lot of babies are dying at birth. So that's a real issue. All right. But then he continues here now and he says we need that kind of prompting in order to get back on track. I thought we were on track. Me think we never want a baby. I don't know the population control. Me tell you already, remember me tell you. Them no, Elise, shut up. Let me read the people them things. So we need that kind of prompting in order to get back on track, so that those who choose to have children do so in a manner that is safe for themselves and safe for the child. And indeed, those who don't, and in quotation marks, want to have children, perhaps could be encouraged to consider it if they understand the benefits of child. Is the benefits them understand that they why them not doing it? What are the benefits of child rearing here in Jamaica? Apart from people who set up themselves and understand that them can actually take care of them children. What are the benefits?
There's none. And I hope this just doesn't get into the wrong ears in Jamaica, and I'm speaking to the young women in Jamaica who are still in high school and they haven't sorted out their lives yet. This is not the route. to go get pregnant to fulfill this agenda right here. Get your education, sort out yourself, get your place, get your life together, and then think of a relationship, get that relationship going, and then if you want to get married or have children, whatever the case may be, but get pregnant just to help out to build up the country. No.
But you see, watch this too. You see those children that you talking about, they have already been targeted by other groups, telling them that their sexual preferences, encouraging other sexual preferences. The sexual preferences that they are encouraging, they cannot breed.
Crazy world, Mama
Look
Kelly.
here.
Crazy world.
Me say at the same thing the other day when the Pope talk with the people them who have dog for them picnic. They can't walk out the dog them man. Pauline, they can't get walk out. They can't get walk out people like Pauline.
Run off.
Wonderful. Pauline, no manual labor with none of them. So they bond them. For no say them a go Pauline. And dog and puss and them thing. When they need people to do them dirty work, them need people to enslave. That's what the issue is as far as I'm concerned. You can disagree with me, but as far as I'm concerned, that is where the real issue is. The kind of people that you want, not getting pregnant. Let me use a proper thing. And therefore it minimize them workforce. You see them work franchises in Jamaica now. All of a sudden you join our team. Nobody don't want to join your team.
But Mama Kelly, we're here talking about this. It's a serious topic, and we're also having a few laughs. But this is something that goes back to slavery.
You better believe that.
They couldn't wait until the women had their kids to take.
Thank you very much.
To sell them into slavery.
A slave them a look.
Yeah, man. It's a very serious subject. Yeah.
Yes, same way, sir. Addis, darling, the show done. Come here, baby. Come. So Addis is here. No.
Yes.
Me say, Beauregard, you hit the nail right on the head. That is where the shortage is. Yes. Why if you go have to learn how to clean and cook. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Because my girl, wash because my girl have her own store now, right in front of her own yard, where she sell these services for herself because she tired of the money won't not give her. So you see the more the things changing, you see how things changing. They did not predict that it would change this way at all. Addis is here. How are you, my dear? Oh, which mic, Sajay? I think it's 2. Talk again. No, it's not 2. So he's going to come and sort this out. So, Addis Pablo is Augustus Pablo's son. How he has grown. Because I know this kid. Hold on. Let me sort out your mic. I know this young man from he was a baby. Anyway, so we're sorting out Addis Pablo's mic. So there you go. Talk again.
Okay, take 1. Hear me?
All right. So
Yes.
we have 3 minutes. What you want to say to me in 3 minutes?
Well, it's a long time coming to this point. Of course, from baby stages, and now Addis Pablo, musician, artist, following my dad's footsteps. Just released a new LP, Melodies from the House of Levi. It's available now. A lot of videos and stuff. Just Google Addis Pablo and you can find out some more.
Okay.
Because we don't have much time to really go into everything.
Okay, so you brought any of your material?
Yes.
Wonderful. One of the questions I want to ask you, Addis Pablo, does your generation still gravitate towards instrumentalists or instruments?
I would say yes, but at the same time, we know a lot of things have happened over time musically, so there's been a whole shift in, times and everything. So there's obviously a shift in comparison to the times of my dad when it was one of the top farms, but we know the world is big in us. So, I would say once again that this music, not just my dad's, but that whole era, is pretty much the highest earning music for Jamaica, like consistently. So.
Really?
The amount of money we're making from the 70s, man, like from that time to this time, if you compare, if a music come out this year, you can't compare to something I've been making. So there's fans out there, there's people, generation, grandkids, great grandkids. Right now, some concert is from grandma down to, so it just depends on what you're looking for, really.
Yeah. So we're joined by my co-host Beauregard. That's him there. So he's going to ask you a question.
No problem.
Greetings, Addis.
Bless
Bless up yourself. One quick question. What was one of the first things that you noticed that your dad did musically that caught your attention and then eventually gave you that awakening to know that you can do it as well?
Oh, the volume went down. Are you saying what was one of the things that my dad did musically that inspired me to?
Yeah, that caught your attention and you eventually later on said, you know, I could do this myself.
Honestly, it couldn't be one thing, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because growing up with him, of course, everything he was doing was, I sometimes we meet Miss Elise Kelly, you know, for example. So I was learning the music business from every perspective without even realizing it. So it would be hard to say which one, from the studio sessions, the musicians being around, the singers, Yami Bolo, you know, Chino Smith, all these great. Yeah, it's hard to.
You know,
I can't put my finger on one moment. Everything.
You know something, Beauregard. I understand why he answers like that because I remember seeing Addis around his
Everywhere.
dad, everywhere
Yes,
around his dad. But it's not as his dad was actually saying, teaching him.
No, never that.
He never did
It's
that.
just from a second person, you know, observation standpoint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's how I learned.
Right. So
What I
and
learned.
of course DNA.
Naturally, it's in the blood, you know. It's in the blood, man, for sure.
Right. Right. Nice. So you have a new, what is it, CD?
LP, Melodies from the House of Levi is my second album. My first album was In My Father's House, released in 2014, and this is my follow-up. I did other projects and stuff since, but it's my second LP.
So you also produce music.
For sure, yes.
Tell us a little about that.
I actually started producing first because that was the easiest thing for me to start doing in terms of just on my laptop, you know, keyboards and building little beats. And it's been a while. I mean, over 10 plus years, I worked with a lot of great artists. It'd be hard to list everyone know, but those who know. And if you don't know, you can just look it up. Addis Pablo.
Right.
Yeah,
So
man.
you work a lot with a new generation of
Yes,
artists.
I've done work with Protege, them, Chronix, Janine. I was featured on New Name, which was one of Janine's first singles. Also did Steam Was a Bubble. I was on that rhythm as well, and all of that stuff, you know.
Right, right.
I noticed that you were born in August, my brother. You're a Leo like myself here.
True.
So bless up yourself.
Yeah, man, big up, man.
big
Birthday
up
coming
Leo,
up soon,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, man, the best sign in the whole world.
Oh,
you know?
stop it.
Well, it's to each their own, you know. To each his own. That's the best way.
Remember, Jamaica is a Leo, you know.
No, stop. No, stop, no. You can imagine
Mama
Jamaica
Kelly,
Leo.
Jamaica is a Leo. Yeah, man.
It's a lion, you know.
Jamaica
Try
is
by
a
Judah,
lion.
lion and Judah, you know.
Oh my goodness.
But the lion though does come in Leo, you know. That's the thing, you know. Lion body, you know. Lion is the heart, so it's not
Yeah.
really when you're born.
See
It's
that?
just the heart you have, you know.
That's so
it can
true.
be Pisces, it can be whatever, Gemini,
Yeah, man.
you know. So it's a lion heart, more important.
That's right. Absolutely. Just tell him that for me.
Lion heart, man.
About Jamaica. About Jamaica and Leo.
I don't know about that. But, I don't know about that.
Jamaica birthday is this week. This Saturday, Jamaica
Straight
birthday, where I such a
You have no sense. Jamaica Isachar.
All right. I'm taking it to the next level now. I'm going to the next thing.
Yeah,
I
man.
totally
Yeah,
know.
gone far, so.
Well, you know something, if we had a little more time, Addis, I would really have loved you to take us through composition because composition, especially musical composition, for me, as the way how I see it, I think it's difficult, or even more difficult than composing a song that you're going to have lyrics
Like,
for.
that's understand. Yes. So, in truth, of course, creativity comes from an unknown place, but for I, we create music organically. So sometimes I bridge my link with him, I being a drum, and you know, it does build. It's an essence, and it's a natural essence which it does flows from us, you know.
Right. I hear that.
True.
We don't have any time, and Nikki's here. But you know what we want to do, Beauregard? What we want to do, we want to close because Addis Pablo actually has his
Melodica. Melodica.
Look here, you.
So much years, yeah.
I'm seeing your dad.
Most people get it, yeah.
I'm seeing your dad. But we're gonna let him close with probably one of the songs from his album. So you want to seal off before he starts?
Well, just to say, bless up yourself, my brother, and we wish you all the best.
Give thanks, man. Much appreciative.
All right. So for those listening here now, bless up your listeners also, Beauregard. Bless up the entire Irie Jam family.
True indeed, Mama Kelly.
So for those listening, we're going to close off with Addis Pablo on his Melodica.
Yeah, man, the song is called Nineveh from the new LP, as Mama Elise said, so you can check that out online. Addis Pablo, melodies from the House of Levi.
I am so looking forward to hearing this new album. You know, I love instrumentals.
True.
So we're going to be hearing it, we're going to be listening, and we're definitely going to be sharing it with our listeners. So I want to say a very special thank you to the team, the Untengle team, and of course, Nikki comes up right now. So I'm out and Nick is in.
Yes.